In our series of videos for the EU blockchain strategy project CHAISE, we have the pleasure today to speak with Mrs. Gabriele Jordanski. She is a scientific staff member of the Federal Institute for Vocational Educational Training in Germany. The CHAISE consortium, with over 20 European partners from business, education, and government, develops a new curriculum for qualifications in blockchain technology. And one central question the project wants to answer is how this qualification can be integrated and offered on the national level. Ms. Jordanski, in the German VET system, your institute plays a central role in adopting new and updating existing occupational profiles. Can you say a few words that describe its role within the German VET system?
Yes. Good morning. I will answer this first. Our institute, the Federal Institute for Vocational Training and Education, belongs to the ministry, to the Federal Ministry of Education, or for Education and Research. And we are something like the Competence Center for Research and the Further Development. And we work together with the social partners to bring the development forward. The VET system is a bigger construction. And for this reason, I have here this slide. You can have a look. You see the German qualification framework, the different levels and those occupations. In this case, the young people are in the companies and in school. In this combination, they get their competences. And when they are ready, they can go to advanced training qualifications. And here, when you see all those things, those qualifications, the BIP is involved.
But the long-term goal of the project is the potential adaptation of this curriculum, this blockchain curriculum, on the national level of the participating countries in the EU. Maybe you can outline which steps would need to be undertaken to start this process.
Oh, yes, thank you. That's slide 2. And here I made this slide, and you can see there are a lot of steps from the beginning to the end of this process. And a most important thing is the first step. You have to go in contact to the social partners. They think about the construction. They think about what can we have to do. Is it interesting for the system in Germany? And they would have a look to the competences that you have arranged inside. Then they go to the ministry and say, we want to do that. The ministry gets statements from the trade union and the employer umbrella associations together. And when all problems are going away and they are saying, so we want to do this in this way, then the ministry gave the instruction to the BIP. And then we go on and made a project. This is a very long process, but it is a thing of quality management.
Do you think that an existing profile should be updated when we regard this blockchain qualification, or do you think that a new one should be created?
Yes, it's an interesting question. It depends, I would say. It would be important to take into account that continuing education and trainings usually requires a completed occupation. Here I have the system, the nationwide IT advanced training system that still exists since 2002. And those IT vocational occupations. And this system shows you all those qualifications you have on the nationwide market to do those things. And I would look into all those things in the curricula, in those examination regulations, to look if there are the content from your blockchain thing inside or not, or how much of the needs are inside. If there nearly nothing is inside, then I would create a new one. When you find inside those specialists' qualifications a lot of competences that you need in the same way to the blockchain qualification, then I would update something with new aspects and put it together. Your ideas must be good for the future. No, you must develop things that they are interesting in 5 years, not only trends. It's not a technology that's now, but in 5 years it's gone. The things behind, the competences, what the brain needs, that's the important thing, and not the programs. The names of the programs are changing so often. That's a big point.
Yes, I see. This is a great challenge for the project, of course, because this is something that really has to happen in each European country simultaneously. Maybe you can just briefly, until we wrap up, before we wrap up, say something about how you think the harmonization of occupational profiles in Europe could be achieved.
First, I must say the difference between the nations, it's not a worse thing. It is really, they are those things are long grown things, and they are connected to the social political situations in the countries, and it's all how the system is regulated and also on, and what's in the heads of the people, what is normal for them, and that you can't put away. It is important to go inside in the nations and have a look, where are the level together, what is the connecting thing, and when you find out those connecting thing in these areas, I would put in all my ideas, and I would involve the stakeholders. You saw in Germany a lot of stakeholders are put in and have to talk with about, and that you must take into account.
Thank you very much for sharing all your insights with us, and thanks very much for talking to us.
It was a pleasure. My English is not so well, but thank you very much too.